Okay, you know, before I speak, I always give honor to God, who's first in my life, and I don't hesitate to tell the world that. Secondly, you know, this was a team effort. I thought our guys came out and they worked together and followed the game plan. I thought defensively we executed as well as you could execute at times. We still didn't, we gave up too many offensive rebounds, which I don't like. And we got to work on those turnovers still. But, you know, the kids played hard and they followed the game plan. When you do that, you got a chance. And, you know, we had obviously some individual performances. I'll let you talk about those.
Questions for the student athletes?
Trey, all things considered, given the magnitude of the game, the opponent, is this as good as you guys have played this year all around?
Oh yeah, I think so by far. I think we played, it showed that we played together today. You know, I think our focus was there from the beginning to the end, and that's what we're going to need to keep going like this.
Yeah, the coach says you take a lot of good percentage shots only. You were 4 of 4 today, all from three-point land. Tell us about that.
You know, having an inside presence such as Aaron, you know, working down low, it makes the defense focus on the inside. So oftentimes I'm left, you know, out on the island by myself. So it just goes knocking down shots. You know, I practice, you know, shooting a three-point shot a lot. So just step into it and knock it down.
Aaron, they have some big people who can really play. And did you know that? Did you know that going in, and did that motivate you to have one of your better games of the year?
We knew that it was going to be big and physical, but that's something I go through every day in practice versus Devin. We got a new kid named Chris, Anton, so that really don't bother me. I just want to go out there and be focused and play physical and finish strong. That's what I go out there to do.
For any of the guys, Harzima was like drawing fouls on everybody at the beginning. Did Coach say anything that kind of stopped that? The guys were watching.
Going into every game, we try and put a focus on not fouling. With our style of play, we're a very aggressive team, so you know we try and make it physical and aggressive, and sometimes that makes it hard to limit the fouls. But you know we keep that as a point of emphasis, and you know when Coach get on us, it usually reminds us, and then we do a better job.
Trey, they kind of shut it down. They kind of closed the lead a little bit at halftime. Then the first 5 minutes of the second half, you guys pushed it out to 21. It was 8 at half and then 21. Anything happen in that stretch that you can point out, single out as being the thing that turned the tide?
Yeah, our key was to speed them up a little bit. You know, they good in the half-court offense. You know, we was getting in transition, getting some easy buckets. You know, our whole thing was come out the first 5 minutes and not have a big second half. So that's what we did. We came out with a good victory today.
Aaron, how big was it to just kind of work up an early sweat before the game to get yourself going?
It was real big. Like, as far as me getting back healthy, get back on the court, I just try to get out there a little earlier, try to work on a few shots I'm going to go through in the game, work on my free throws. So I feel like that played a big part of the game, and I'm going to continue to do it.
Trey, whether early on against their zone or, you know, pretty soon after that against their man, you guys were pretty much able to get what you wanted. What was the key to the execution?
Just take what the defense gives us. You know, we can't. We made emphasis on good shot selection today. You know, our first mindset was to attack. You know, the inside and then inside out. So we felt comfortable doing that. You know, once we started attacking, our shots opened up outside. So it helped us a lot.
Aaron, today's game puts you at the halfway point of the conference season. 9 games, 7-2. Do you feel like in the last 9 games that your level of play can stay where it was today, and what do you think has to happen for you to do that?
I believe I can do a little bit better though for this team. I also believe the reason that this is happening, I can do better is because I wasn't as healthy as in the first 9 games. So I'm gonna continue to get healthy, get treatment, work hard, come out early, get shots, stay after practice, get a few shots in, and I think we can go on the rise, and hopefully we're gonna win these last 9 games. We got a new saying called "No Mas," no more losses. That's our prediction. That's what we're going after this year.
Speaking of health, does the improved condition of the hip account for your the dunk tonight, after which you let go a nice little yell?
It was pretty good. I still gotta get back more healthier, so we'll continue to do that. Glad to be out there with my guys on the court longer. That's why I like being. So just continue to get healthy. Everything will work out for itself.
Anything else for the student athlete?
Last year, you guys didn't have a player like Anton Grady coming off the bench. Could you talk about what he brings for you guys off the bench?
Oh, he's a big key off the bench. Now, let's say for instance, if I get in foul trouble, do a silly foul, coach really ain't gotta hesitate. As of last year, he really didn't know what was coming in off the bench some games. So we got Anton coming in real strong. He's good on defense, offense. He just gotta work on a few little rotations. He gonna be pretty good.
Aaron, you look like tonight there were passages out there in the game that you were out there for as long as you've been, 9 minutes, without any kind of foul trouble. Seemed like you're playing free and easy and you were smiling a lot. Were you enjoying it as much as it appeared?
I always have fun. Just sometimes when I make a few mistakes, I get down on myself, but that's the whole key to our game. Coach say go out there and play free. He's not gonna yell at you for offense, missing a shot. Just if you go out there playing good defense, not in foul trouble, you got this your turn. Like you got as much time on the court as you want.
Anything else for the student athletes? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Gary, was this all-around effort as good as you've had this season in terms of the context of the game?
Well, the statistics speak for themselves. Think about it, 35% and 65. What is that? 67? No, 63%. When you do that, you're playing good basketball. And I was a little disappointed right before the half because I thought we let them back into the situation. We shouldn't have. We should have been up 20 at halftime. That was my concern in that game because I thought we were playing that well. We just weren't. We would turn it over in transition when we had breakaway layups and things of that nature, and I thought we gave them some couple of easy buckets that they shouldn't have gotten. But after I thought we got our minds straight in that at halftime, they understood that we had to push this team because this team wants to keep the game slow. And if you push them and then keep the pressure on them, then some positive things will occur.
Gary, offensively, you had 4, 5, and 6 times down the floor consecutively where you scored. Comment on the consistency and not letting anybody get back in the game if you score 5 or 6 times.
Well, what is that phrase I use? Every squirrel finds a acorn. That's what we have. We hit some shots finally, and I've always told you when we shoot the ball well, the game's over. I mean, because we're going to defend you. We just got to hit some shots, and but I thought today we executed better inside. I thought Anton went in and scored a couple, and Aaron scored a couple in there. And when you do that, I mean, it's pretty hard to guard us.
Milwaukee was coming in as the best team against three-point shooting. How did you...
In the country.
In the country. Does it surprise you that you came away with 54%?
No, not really. When I watch their games, the teams that they really shut down bad were the teams that only had 1 or 2 3-point shooters. The difference between us, we got 4 or 5, and if we rotate the ball, that's the key with us. If we rotate the ball and be unselfish, you can get as many as you want. Now you got to knock them down, and today I thought we knocked them down, and that was the gap of the game. We played them there last year when they, at their place, and I think we beat them by about 26 points, and the same thing happened. We hit shots. And when you hit shots, it's a different ballgame.
It's as I indicated, you're halfway through the conference season now, and you're tied for first place. And
I don't like it because we got a loss we shouldn't have had.
It is what it is.
You're right.
But I mean, you just played arguably maybe your best all-around game of the year. So are you generally satisfied with where the team is now, and are you optimistic about where you're heading going forward?
Normally when you play your best, it doesn't go up. It usually goes down.
You got to think positive.
I got to think positive. You're right.
You like where the team is right now?
Yeah, I like their mindset. They know what they can do. They know what they're trying to attack, and that's the key. Am I really happy about our health? This is literally the first time we were able to play Aaron in a month on the floor longer than 15 minutes, and so that was good. But understand, before this game, Aaron was telling me, "Hey, I don't know if I can go today," and then he went out and played, and And, you know, we weren't gonna let him off the hook. But he ended up playing, and, you know, maybe that'll work on his psyche a little bit. You know, the injury's still there, you know, and I told you he's about 75, 80%. If we can get him at 100%, we're a different monster.